rehab expenses. According to this, the total principal they put into it's 155. They've accrued interest on the liens of 46, which would put the redemptive value, if they were to pay off today, at 202. They're listing it at 80. So they're listing that particular one as a discount.
Right, right. Now, we know that property's only worth about 60 grand, 70 grand.
Retail.
Okay.
Retail.
So-
Retail. So there's no spread in there for us, obviously. Unless they
Right.
drop that to 30 or grand or something.
Right, right. Now, that being said, what's that?
So I mean, these are their starting prices too. I mean, you can
Okay.
definitely make these.
Well, that's what we want to talk to you about. That's what we're asking. And then, now let me ask you this, just for our own knowledge: are they upside down in this thing then? If they paid $144,000 for that lien?
That particular one, I don't know case by case on this, so I can't speak. But from the numbers I'm looking at here, it looks like they would be. Yeah.
Okay, okay, so they're good.
Well, that's assuming they pay full face value for the lien,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, is that an assumption, or that's not accurate?
That would be an assumption. I don't know if that assumption is correct.
They can buy that at a discount, that lien somehow.
How do they buy a discount?
Well, I don't know. That's
We don't know the
the
model.
note. They could buy the note at a discount or the lien at a discount.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's what.
So basically, we need to go through comp every single one, then compare it against the actual total of the price listing that you gave us, right? The $3 million.
Yeah, just look at column Q, the list
Mhm.
price, and then see what. And then column R is the percentage of what they're calling the redemptive value that they're asking for in the list price. You'll see it averages out to 115%. So they're asking for a 15% premium on the whole portfolio.
Right, right.
Really, what you need to determine is just put a column in there between Q and
Yeah.
R that's your
Exactly. And that's
your assessed.
exact. And that's what I was trying to figure out where to put that, so I could go ahead and calculate all these for us, and we could come up with a number that would work.
Exactly.
Okay.
So between, I mean, if I were you, I'd put your column between Q and R and say, okay, here's my assessed based on, you guys are very knowledgeable about the area. This is my assessed. This is what I think I can get for market. And then, maybe you do another column, and I don't know whether you guys do a straight discount model or whatever it may be.
Right.
This is the discount that we would need to get on our assess to
Yeah.
make it worth it.
Sure.
And then another one would be that number.
Let me ask you this. That's a bid state, right? So if the lien's 10 grand, it's a competitive bid up in excess of overages that all goes toward the amount they pay for the property.
Correct.
So if it's 10,000 and they think that the property's worth 100, then they might bid up to 50 or 60,000, and that's what they paid.
Right.
But we don't know that exact value according to these numbers. Are these numbers what they gave you, or how to? I mean, do we have to go back and find those numbers out?
These are the numbers they gave us. So
You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to work. I don't mind people making money, but don't tell me you paid 50,000 and say the lien face value is 150 or 200 or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah. You just want another cost basis. That's fine.
Right.
Their cost basis should be the total principal that they're into it for.
Yeah, it should be correct. And do you have to pay off the subsequent taxes, or they don't always have to, but they do?
Yeah.
They paid the subs.
Right.
That are indicated. I don't know whether there would be additional subs due for you guys.
Yeah, we're just trying to think logically here, Tom. Why would you pay $200,000 for an asset that's only worth 60 or 70?
No, I hear you. And
So unless they have some kind of policies in place
Well, this
that
is
they're
in
paying.
07. So the property wasn't worth 100 grand, then it was probably worth.
Even if it's worth 120 at that point, why would you pay 200
Even
for
if
it?
it was worth 250. 200, why would
yeah,
they
I don't know on that particular. I mean, that looks like an exception. That one right there.
It's like a
I
shit
don't know
sandwich
why
right there, huh?
you would put 155 grand worth of principal in. I mean, did the house burn down or something?
No, I mean, we saw a picture online. I mean, according to, we didn't run by them yet, but we were just doing our homework trying to figure out the numbers so we can make sure we make the accurate evaluation for you guys.
Right.
Okay, so we need to put these numbers in. We're going to have to find out where we can find the true lien face value of these. And then,
Go online, I guess, if they're if that county is online.
yeah, they're online. You can find the certificate. It's just a pain to do homework. Well, we can just verify some once we know.
Yeah.
All right.
And then how Tom, in your experience, how far or what kind of negotiations can we get off of, what's the terminology you use? What they have into
Relative value.
their
If I list price, yeah.
The list price.
list price.
It's all over. We've sold a couple of deed pools, but none in Georgia
Yes.
as of yet, and no deed pools from this particular seller. We've sold some lien pools for this guy, and the lien pools, what was it, Colorado that he sold? There was maybe 5 points of movement between the original offer and the closing, but that's liens, and liens are different.
Yeah, there's not as much spread in those.
Yeah, so, I mean, I know that he has movement to the downside. I don't know that he has, 40 points of movement to the downside, because we've had offers on this, low ball offers on this, and he hasn't taken them. So, if it's,
What's the highest offer? We can work backwards. We'll know
Yeah,
what's
that's
gonna
real
work.
simple. We'll save a lot of time.
yeah, what was the highest offer? Well, I can check.
That $3.8 million take?
2.6. Cool, 124.
I feel like the highest offer was right around $2 million.
Okay.
Yeah, it was right around $2 million.
Okay. Because it's ballpark. If we're into that, then we don't have to worry.
Yeah, if we're under that, it's a no.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are under that, I mean, bring it to me and I'll bring it to him and try to, the lower the offers I can show him, the more I can convince him to come down off of it. But
Yeah.
I can get it back on the phone as well, because we haven't talked to him about this pool in a little while, and I can.
Is he a rate return guy, or is he just a straight?
Is he what? I'm sorry.
I mean, I know certain people you can negotiate certain ways. Is he just a straight rate guy? Is he just a value guy?
They have a mixed bag. They have liens and deeds. They prefer not to be landlords, which is why they're selling this.
Okay.
It's just not their business model, so that's why you're going to be able to get a bit of a discount, I think. But I don't know how they're really viewing this particular pool. I can get some more color on it for you.
Okay. Well, hey, let's do our homework first. No
Yeah.
one waste your time till we get to where we need to.
Yeah, well, let me know. Yeah, let me know the ballpark range, and I can kind of test the waters and feel him out on that too.
Sure.
And try to figure out what he needs, what he wants, and what he's trying to get out of this, and maybe we can be creative. And he's open to, if you guys want to throw a couple properties out, I mean, you can't completely cherry pick it, but if you want to throw a few out that just don't make sense for you, if that's going to make the deal, then he's open to that too.
Okay.
Great.
Now, there's other pools from Georgia. Are these all from the same guy?
Which other pools from Georgia?
Oh, hold on. Let me
No, I think one was Indiana, one was
No, we have
Ohio.
pools from everywhere.
I think you had Mississippi and Indiana,
Ohio.
And the Ohio, yeah.
and then you had Ohio deeds or Ohio liens, and those Ohio liens, like we spoke about before, that's where I think you might be able, depending on your business model, you might be able to extract some value, because you can take a look at the ones in the higher quality neighborhoods, as you said. Those are all foreclosure eligible. So calculate, what it would take to mass take them to foreclosure. You could probably do pretty well. I can negotiate some great discounts on this just because I know this guy is a motivated seller. He lost his bank line, so he needs cash and he has to raise cash. The other portion of it, I think that you had mentioned, you have some guys that look at liens / properties in less desirable demographic areas.
Right.
And you guys might be able to make a spread shopping that out.
Yeah. We can do that if we know we can get the deed. And they're cash, so you'll like them. We like them. They're easy deal.
Everybody likes them.
Well, they're total pain to work with in one sense because they have cash and they know it. But hey, I know they'll close the deal if they get to the right number.
Well, do you think the play for you guys, maybe not for the first one, but down the road, would a play for you guys be to say, hey, all right, we know we have these guys coming in, all cash buyers. We know exactly what they buy. We know where they buy. Would it be worth it for you guys to take it to deed and then take more of that spread, or no?
Potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially.
That's probably the case.
We may have to split it up between, that tape and chop it down for some of the guys, or just take it to deed right away, depending upon what that is.
That's because that could be a pretty healthy spread there, for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's what we hope.
Depending upon what we buy it for.
The
yeah.
best deals are the ones we just close ourselves and resell ourselves. I mean, those should be the best.